Hey guys, this is Alec Saare. I'm going to give you guys a quick tutorial on how to use green screen in your projects and in videos you might make, and kind of different ways to tweak it and be able to get certain things out of it and kind of make it look more efficient. I'm also going to be showing a silhouette um, effect that you can put on your character or your actor or whatever you'd like to after you've gone through a couple of these steps. It's something we used in our video to make our actor here, who's just a guy wearing a hoodie, look a little bit more sinister. I apologize if my audio is off from the video a little bit. I recorded this whole video first, and I did not realize that the audio did not record with it as well. So if I'm behind a little bit or I get too far ahead, I apologize in advance. But anyways, what I'm doing over here is I'm going into the effects area and I'm typing in key light. You might have to scroll around in that area because sometimes it might be off of it. But what you're going to do is you're going to take key light and you're going to drag it over and drop it on your composition, and then you're going to go to the little ink dropper next to screen color. What that's going to do is that's going to allow you to select what you want to essentially get rid of. You want to get kind of a medium green because that's the big color that we're getting rid of here. You want to avoid like the darkest greens, and you don't want to use the lightest greens as well. In this video, I originally choose where I should have, but that's because I've done this several times now. So what I did was I undid it because I chose a darker shadow that was actually the middle ground for the shadows in the shot. But I go back here and I choose the lighter shadow. After doing that, you can kind of see this little effect that's left behind just because the shadow was darker than the one that I chose to use as my filter. So before we kind of get rid of that, what I'm doing here is I'm getting rid of the light and then the little PIC outlet there for Ethernet cables. So it's pretty simple masking stuff, just drawing a simple mask around where the actor is going to be moving. I've again done this several times now, so I have a pretty good idea on where he's going. And after connecting the mask, got rid of the two undesirable things as well as the shadow that was there on the wall. But we still have this little shadow that's behind our actor. You can mess with the screen gains and the balance, and it'll get rid of it a little bit. But there's I don't like the way it kind of works. Like it always seems like I'm giving a little bit of quality away. If you turn the balance up, you'll obviously see some of the reflections from the green on your actor or whatever you're using. But I return the gain and the balance back to 150 respectively, and I open up Screen Mat. And what you can do here is you can balance all the blacks and the whites that are within your image. So whenever I turned up the black, you notice that the shadow on the back starts to disappear. When I turned up the white, you didn't really notice anything because the color was already white. So what I did here was I put in a red solid background, and what that allows you to do is to see the white gains that were actually on the actor. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of messing with clip black and clip white. One thing you want to kind of avoid is going above 25 on the clip blacks. And with the clip whites, I'd say probably the lowest you want to go is maybe 65. That's really pushing it. We had a lot of reflectiveness here, so I ended up messing with it quite a bit, kind of going over my own little clip black rule here, and obviously under my clip white. I think I adjusted here in a second, but you'll notice that he has really hard edges around him, and it would be kind of harder to put him into a scene with those edges. For us here, it works all right. I'll get to that in a minute. What I'm doing here is I'm showing the difference that if your clip black is higher than your clip white, what it does is it does like this inverse silhouette where it takes your background and applies it to your character, and then it takes the green screen and makes it black and white, and it shows within the masked area. And then vice versa, just one completely gets rid of your character. So here I'm kind of messing with it. Yeah, it looks like I kind of went back to below 25 and right at 70, so that's nice. And then I took the replace method and went from soft color to hard color. And in doing that, you'll notice that some of the red that was on the character that was like residual, that was a little bit harder to see, kind of went away. And here I am just going through the rest of the clip, just kind of showing the edges that are around him. You notice they're kind of hard, but again, we're going for a silhouette here, and so the better defined he is, the nicer it'll look in the end. You'll notice that also between his legs there, like between his knee and his leg, there was like a little fuzziness. That's kind of something you also get with hair. It's just something you have to be aware of whenever you're shooting green screen, are those kind of clippings. So I'm just kind of going through here, just showing the movement that's going on. What I'm now doing is I'm going back into the effects and presets, and I'm typing in curves, little color correction, and I'm just going to drag it and put it in our composition. And the way curves works is it takes the balance between black, white, and then all your colors that are applied. Obviously the top left of the little graph is white, but what we want is going to be pure black, so I'm going to take it down to the bottom right. There's our pure black. This makes the kind of effect that we're going for. It's also kind of like an iPod commercial from like 5 to 10 years ago, just like a nice little effect. We use it in our cityscape. Right here I'm showing that you can still see like the little drawstrings on his hoodie. Nice little effects and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much the effect. It's not too hard, not too complicated, and it can add a real nice touch. It has kind of like a little nice design flavor to it as well. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope it was pretty easy to follow along. And yeah, hope you use it in your videos. Take care.